CQ RAYNET, CQ RAYNET. This is GNRC, operated today by Graham, G7NEH, serving as net control for the RAYNET-UK weekly activity net. This net meets each Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. local time and is open to all amateur radio operators interested in emergency communication. The primary purpose of this net is to provide an opportunity for members to test equipment, exchange traffic, news and opinions and information. Further information is available about RAYNET and the weekly activity net on the RAYNET-UK website, which can be found at www.raynet-uk.net. This is a directed net, which means all calls are to be made to net control station unless you are instructed otherwise. All RAYNET-UK operators are invited and encouraged to check into the net. When checking into the net, please announce your call sign slowly and phonetically, followed by your name, and if you wish to leave the net immediately after checking in, then please call in and out. Otherwise, if you wish to leave after subsequent turns, then please make it clear that you want to check out at that time. After I've heard a few check-ins, I will repeat who I've heard, and if your check-in is not first acknowledged, then please try again. I will call for anyone who missed their turn at the end of the check-in period. We will now begin taking check-ins for RAYNET UK weekly activity net. Calls will be taken in call sign number order. Any stations with 8 in their call sign waiting to check in, would they please call in now, please?
Golf 8 Kilo Lima Chai, name's Phil, and in and out please grab G8 KLC. Golf 8 Echo Yankee, G8 EEY, Y, name is Mike.
So I've got G8 KLC in and out, okay, Phil, all acknowledged, and G8 EY, and I'm not looking at the dashboard, I think that's Mike, I'm sure that's Mike, good afternoon to you. Any other G8s, or anybody with 8 in their call sign? Okay, nothing heard, so we will move down and go to the 7s. Any stations with 7, with the figure 7 in their call, what they call in now, please?
Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar. Good afternoon, Grail.
M7 AVO. Good afternoon, Dave, and thanks for doing the logging this afternoon for the net. I've just got the crypto pad open, so just watching you type. Any other stations with the figure 7 in their call that wish to call into the RAYNET UK weekly activity net? Okay, nothing heard. And we'll move down to the 6s. Any station with figure 6 in their call, would they like to check in, please?
Golf 6 Papa Delta Echo, my name is Chris, and in and out please, Graham.
Golf 6 Papa Delta Echo, good afternoon to you, Chris, and noted you're in and out. Thanks for the check-in. Any more stations with figure 6 in their call signs? Okay, nothing. Just if anybody has missed their check-in slot, I will be asking at the end for any strays. Okay, any stations with figure 5 in the call wish to check into the weekly net? Nothing heard of 5s. Any stations with the figure 4? Figure 4 in the call would like to check in.
The G4 KIL, Phillips, South Sussex.
Okay, we've got G4KIL, Philip, and good afternoon to you in South Sussex. Any more 4s? Any more 4s waiting to check in? Okay, nothing heard. Any 3s? All fine with the letter 3. There's figure 3 in their call. Would they like to check in?
Golf 3 Victor, Echo Hotel, Chris in Winchester. In and out this afternoon. Thanks for running the net.
I've got G3VH, Chris, and thanks for checking in. Noted you're in and out. And there was another station blipped up, but I missed the call sign. Perhaps they'd like to try again.
Golf 3 Zulu Hotel X-Ray. Ian, in and out, please, Graham.
G3ZHX. Yes, good afternoon, Ian, and noted you're in and out. Okay, any station with the figure 2 in their call signs, that includes the 2E stations from G4MLC.
2E0MZA, that's Everly from South Sussex. Over.
E0MZA, and a very good afternoon to you. And any other 2s that are waiting to check in? On to the 1s. Anybody with call signs with the figure 1 in the call? Would they like to call in now, please? Okay, heard from the 1s. Let's move on to the 0s, and we will start with the G0s. Any G0s waiting to call in?
Golf Whiskey 0, Juliet Lima X-Ray. Name is Andy, RAYNET Pembrokeshire. Good afternoon, Graham. No traffic today, so in and out, please. Over.
GW0JOX. Yes, good afternoon, Andy, and noted no traffic from yourself today, so you're in and out. Any other call sign G0 or G call signs waiting to call in? Okay, any M0s waiting to call in?
This is Mike 0 Juliet Victor Zulu, Les in Loughborough on Derbyshire Dales, and welcome to the small but ever expanding group of people to run the net.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Les. I trust you well. Yeah, it's somebody else on the net today, and thanks for coming in. Okay, any more M0s waiting to call in?
Zero Whiskey X-Ray Golf, Shirley in Cornwall. Thank you, Graham, in and out.
Mike 0 India Tango Mike, Andy in Cornwall. Again, Graham, thank you very much for writing to the bar and the net in and out. Thank you.
Okay, I've got M0WXG Shirley and M0ITM Andy, both in and out. And thank you for checking in, guys, today. So I think that completes our list of check-ins. So finally, a call for any international liaison stations, usually Northern Band of Norway or AREN of Ireland, that wish to check into the RAYNET-UK weekly activity net. Okay, nothing heard from any international liaison stations today. Is there anybody who still wishes to check in that missed their slot? Would they like to call in now, please? G80Y from G4NRC.
G4NRC from G8EY. We lost you there for a while, Graham. Not quite sure what you said in your last over, but from the land of Norfolk, we've had a sweaty time over here over the last few days, but we've missed pretty much all the storms, although we have had a bit of rain. From G8EY. Over.
G80Y, G4NRC. Right, okay. So I'm interested as to where you actually lost us, Mike. What bit of my last over did you last hear? Over.
From G8EY, nothing after you did the last call-ins, Graham. Over.
From G4NRC, okay. So that meant you didn't get any of the news items. So I'll just quickly go through what I said. I don't know why it didn't come through. It looks to be coming through now on the dashboards. So the news items this week are mainly regarding the weather. It's been in the news for all the wrong reasons, from the heat waves to floods. On Wednesday, a storm named Storm Polly gave the Netherlands the most severe summer storm on records, with winds gusting up to 146 kilometres an hour, and the wider effects disrupting air travel and other transport services. For a while, it is a reminder to us that our threats are now year-round rather than seasonal as they used to be. Some may have noticed that the list check-ins have been a bit lower over the last couple of weeks. It must be holiday season, as the dashboard shows about 10% fewer hotspots logged into the RAYNET server. So hopefully everyone is enjoying the break, and we'll be ready for the usual autumn rush of events when school holidays are over. So that was really the news items that I did read out, and just to note that here in Chester, or just outside Chester, we're experiencing a thunderstorm as this net's going on. So there we go. Right, thanks for that, Mike. Much appreciated. And with that, I will go round to Dave, M7AVO from G4NRC.
G4NRC, Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone on that, and thanks, Graham, for taking a net, and hopefully the login page is coming through to you on this system that we're using, and you've seen everything that's been typed, including my spelling mistakes and errors. Yeah, thunderstorm. Just thinking about battening down the hatches here, because as we say, we're only a couple of fields away from each other, and it has been quite severe over the last 20 minutes or so. It just occurred, and as the net started, I was just waiting for the power to go off, and I have to turn the computer off the battery power. My little MVVM hotspot is actually running off a little power bank, so that should carry on working. But yeah, it's been interesting. In the last 20 minutes, we've had hail, really heavy rain, and some quite loud thunder bangs. But handing back to you, Gail, and Catch you on the next round. Mike 7, Alpha Victor Oscar.
Hello, G4NRC. M7AVO, Dave, did you get that last over?
No negative ground, but nothing. Mike 7, Alpha Victor Oscar.
Well, G4NRC, yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on today. Repeater's not picking me up straight away. But, there we go. My only comment was, yeah, all noted, Dave, and one thing to bear in mind, that if you lost power, you'd probably lose your Wi-Fi network as well, so because your router would go off. So unless your hotspot was connected to a mobile phone or something like, you would lose connectivity anyway, even though it was running off a power bank. So one to bear in mind. Right, with that, it's down to G4KIL. Philip, good afternoon to you from G4NRC.
G4NRC from G4KL. Thanks very much, Graham. We've got nicer weather here at the moment. I believe we had a thunderstorm around about midday yesterday. I'll let Elodie comment on that when she comes up a little bit later on. I wasn't actually around in this area then. I was coming back from Devon at that point. So I didn't see any thunder at all, which was lovely. South Sussex has an event next week. It is featured on the RAYNET news. It'd be lovely to have some more help if anyone was available to help with that. So you can have a look on there. And the only other comment really is I would expect to be doing a link between this DMR channel and our local FM call round tomorrow night. Again, that's my plan. So that's from 8:30 to 8:45. That's our formal call round from 8:30 to 8:45. If anybody wants to listen in and they want to come in when we say going to chat mode after that, they would be most welcome. As I think I have said before. Very good. I think that's it for me to the moment. Back to you, Graham. G4NRC, G4KL.
G4KL, G4NRC. Yeah, okay, Philip, fine on all that. And yeah, you have mentioned the check-ins on a Monday night. And I keep meaning to turn on and have a listen and maybe call in. I'll have to try and make an effort tomorrow, I think, and give it a go. And yeah, if anybody can assist on the event, look in the RAYNET diary. I'm sure Philip would be most grateful for any offers of assistance. Okay, right, who's next on the list? We go down to 20 MZA, Elodie. Good afternoon and welcome to the net. 20 MZA from G4NRC.
20 MZA for G4NRC. Yeah, hello everyone. Can confirm, although I didn't see, I did hear the sky bangs and booms, so yes,
we did get weather yesterday afternoon. One thing I'm curious about is for the groups, if they operate DMR for shouts and user service events currently, and if so, what gear they use, particularly in the repeater space. Do they use DMR repeaters? If so, what do they use? That's just it from me. To these today. Back to G4 NRC.
Chewy Zero, MZAG, 4NRC, returning. Yeah, interesting question. I know in West Cheshire we have used DMR, but it's usually simplex, and we don't really use repeaters. We tend to stick to analog traffic and on events. Now other groups and counties may vary, but it depends whether, I mean, if your repeater keeper, local repeater keeper is RAYNET friendly, then there wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I know that's been brought up on the RAYNET-UK Facebook group, and I think there's a few threads on that one, Elodie, so you might want to have a look on there if you're not already a member. Have a look and see, and perhaps anybody else can give any comments on that one if on the next over. Okay, thanks for that. So next on our list is Les, M0JBZ. Good afternoon, Les. M0JBZ, M0JBZ, G4NRC. Okay, I'm not hearing anything from Les, so we will try him again shortly. So that brings us back to the top of the list, and back round to Mike, G8EY from G4NRC.
G4NRC from G8EY. Yes, copied most of it. We did get the odd gap, but I don't know, that might be something to do with the internet. Obviously, storms can affect all sorts of things. Yeah, basically, we've missed all the storms here in Norfolk. It's gone right up the middle and over the West Country and Wales, and mostly over France and the Netherlands and the North Sea, so we're doing quite well, really. Don't mind that. Okay, that's it for me this time. I think wish you 73s and thanks for running the net. From G8EEY, over.
G4NRC returning. Okay, Mike, thanks for that, and thanks for taking the time to come on this afternoon. Right, round to Dave, M7ABO, G4NRC.
G4NRC, Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar. Yeah, it's gone a bit quieter here, Graham, and calmed down a touch. So hopefully the storm's passing over now, and someone else can have it for a bit. But yeah, no problem. Hopefully all this is working and gone through. It looks like this document is auto-saved as well, so it can be looked at a later date, the login sheet. So yeah, nothing more to add here. I will catch you later on the week or next weekend perhaps. Thanks very much for taking the net. Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar.
7ABOG4NRC. Yeah, okay, Dave. And once again, thank you for doing the logging today. It's been a great bonus. I'm actually looking at the sheet now. One thing I forgot to mention, I don't know how I forgot this earlier on, is that obviously the net is being live streamed by myself, by G728, Graham, and is available for viewing on YouTube. If you go to or search G728 ham radio, and it will bring you to the channel. And just in a way, if anybody has looked at my Friedrichshafen videos that are on the channel, thank you very much. And the first one has already had about nearly 2,000 views, which I'm quite pleased about. But there we go. Okay, with that, round to Phil, G4KIL from G4NRC.
G4NRC from G4KL. Yeah, very good, Graham. And I wanted to make a brief comment about if you did come up and anybody else tomorrow. It did occur to me it's probably worth you making me aware that you're there, either by just briefly keying up so it comes up. I'll probably be monitoring the RAYNET-UK DMR dashboard as I am at the moment. So if you even keyed up briefly, I'd probably see you there, or even just saying, you're there and listening on the side or whatever. Because if I don't think anybody's there, I might not keep transmitting on it to save the amount of things I've got to do. Because we do, well, I often try and link the DMR and Teams into the FM net all at the same time, and it might be a very small net as well. Being this time of the year, I know at least our main controller's away at the moment, and one other guy that I'd sometimes link in from sort of Alton near Farnborough. If he comes in at all, I think we'll have to come in via Teams, not via FM. So it might be quite a small net, but just to mention that. Otherwise, yeah, very good, and hopefully be up next week, or unless the event we're doing stops me. So it might be touch and go. I'm not quite sure what time we finish. I think it's likely I will be back in time, but we'll see. Right, very good. Back to you, Graham, G4NRC from G4KL.
G4KL, G4NRC. Yeah, okay, no problem, and I will do my best to have a listen tomorrow evening. What's your start time, Philip? Over.
From G4KL, it's 8:30 local time, so 19:30 Zulu at the moment. And so the net typically goes for 15 minutes. It might well be quite a lot shorter because I think there may only be a couple of people on, but we'll see how it goes. I hope that makes it clear. And that's probably pretty much it for me. The way I'll say 73s now. So unless you come back to me with another question, you don't need to come back again. G4NRC, G4KL.
G4KL, G4NRC. Yeah, okay, no problem. And hopefully I will drop in for a quick hello tomorrow night. Okay, that brings us round to 2E0 MZA, Elodie from G4NRC.
G4NRC, 2E0 MZA. Yeah, we last over. I'm a member of the RAYNET page. I shall go digging around in there for any threads that might be useful. Other than that, that's it from me. You come around to me again if you've got another question. I shall sit on the side until the end of the net. 2E0 MZA, handing back to G4NRC.
G4NRC returning. Okay, no problem. And again, thanks for checking into the net this afternoon. Right, that brings us down to the last on the list, and we'll see if we can get in this time. M0JBZ, M0JBZ, Les, are you able to hear us? M0JBZ, AVZ, are you there, Les, at all? Okay, nothing heard from Les. So we had 13 check-ins for this afternoon's net. Yeah, and that really about brings the net up to a close. So I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time this afternoon for joining the net. And I'll return the call talk group back to its normal use. This is G4 NRC, now closing down and returning to my own call sign of Golf 7 November Echo Hotel. Thank you, everybody, and hope to hear you all next week. Bye-bye.